Breaking news, the hostages have been released and are on Israeli soil. So the 3 hostages set to be released today, Emily Damari, Doron Steinbrecher, and Romi Gonen, were all released and are on Israeli soil as we speak. There were some complications with them leaving, and, meaning they were just sort of mobbed. Hamas set up a viewing party for their leaving because obviously it's such a celebration. The fact that they defeated Israel and made them basically, sink to their knees on this over this deal. So here I have a video where the Hamas terrorist savages gave them a terrible send-off on their way out of Gaza. So that van is a Red Cross vehicle. They are handing over the hostages to the Red Cross, and Hamas is standing guard so that the mob of Gazans doesn't lynch them. This is what the society is. You have somehow Hamas actually preventing the Gazans from inflicting harm to these Israelis because they basically invited this crazed watch party to send them off. And check out what this looks like from an overhead view.
رسائل أخرى متعلقة بالجمهور الفلسطيني وهذا ما انعكس مباشرة على حالة الاحتفاء التي شاهدناها الآن بين الجماهير الفلسطينية. Wow, just unbelievable, almost apocalyptic. Just maybe 10,000 people gathering around these Israelis to give them a terrible send-off and, basically try to harm them. This is what their society is. Another very interesting clip by Michael Rapaport shows the difference between how Israelis are taking this and how Israelis are reacting to this ceasefire deal and how Hamas and the Gazans are reacting to it. Check it out.
This is live. The right side is Israel. The left side, Gaza, the famine and the genocide. Israel, Gaza. The fuck are these people celebrating for? They've been through a genocide and they're starving. Israel. The occupiers, the genociders. Why are these people so fucking happy? Live from Gaza, live from Israel. Gaza, Israel. Genocide, famine, starving, Israel. Genocide. Look at it. Look, this is why this place. Look, it's celebrating. This is who runs the fucking joint. That's the leaders of Gaza. And you want to blame these people. This is who's in control. Also, there's no electricity in Gaza, but everybody's got cell phones, fully charged. Look at the cell phones. Look at the faces of normal people. Look at the terrorists. Look at the innocent civilians celebrating like they won the Super Bowl.
Well, I'll tell you why they're celebrating, because they literally brought Israel to its knees with a terrible, terrible deal when they literally had only the bargaining chip of their human, some of them even dead hostages. That's why they're celebrating, because the Arab world always celebrates when Israel stops the war preemptively to sort of give the Arabs and these people a victory. And you saw celebrations all over. Here's another clip of more Gazans celebrating this deal. Check it out. All right, so it's not a genocide. There's no, starvation. It's just, yay, we won. So the second that the ceasefire started, it went from, they're genociding us, look what they're doing to us, to, oh, actually, we just destroyed them. Like this. the narrative changed. And that's what these people do. They cry and then they celebrate and pretend that they won. There were even more clips, I think, of basically these Gazans continuing to celebrate. It was just all over Twitter today, clips of Palestinians celebrating. So this is a clip of Gazans basically not only celebrating, but saying, slaughter the Jews, slaughter the Jews. And those are young kids there, literal, 5, 10-year-olds in that crowd just screaming, slaughter the Jews. And people try to say, oh, these are the innocent civilians. They're exposing themselves. These videos are being recorded all over the place and sent all over the place. Hamas are being regarded as heroes. They're basically the heroes that brought Israel to its knees. Insanity, just insanity. Obviously, there's no basis in reality, but these people have managed to convince the world that they are basic innocent civilians just looking for a decent life. They're the ones that are the victims here. Just mind-boggling how they were able to do that. There are even reports right now that Donald J. Trump is looking to, move the Gazans to Indonesia. At least that's what Dr. Ellie David reported. Again, not all of his reports are 100% accurate. He says breaking reports that Trump administration is considering to relocate 2 million Palestinians from Gaza to Indonesia. That's an interesting idea. This picture says it all. You have all the Hamasniks. You have one Israeli hostage and the mob of Gazans behind them. Wow. Pretty terrifying. Not everyone in Israel is choked up over this deal. The friends of Romi Gonen, one of the hostages, were very excited to hear that she was released. Check out this video of their initial reaction. It's at least good that some Israelis are seeing some light in this. I do think that part of the country supports it, but obviously, this is before we pay the price of these terrorists being released. Joe Biden commented and did a press release, and someone asked him a simple question. Are you concerned that Hamas is going to rearm and take over Gaza again? And look at his response.
Sir, any concerns about Hamas regrouping?
No.
Will you remain
So he has no concerns that Hamas will regroup. No concerns. No, he's just not bothered. Well, he would be unbothered because he's not going to be the one to have to deal with it. At the same time, I do not blame him for this hostage deal. I blame weak Israeli leadership, as well as the terrible pressure that was put on them from America. And the only way to put that pressure is if Israel allows it, meaning if Israel basically says, yeah, we're an American proxy, if they give into the pressure. This is Romi Gonen's father reacting to the news that his daughter is back. Again, obviously the relatives and friends of the hostages are not going to have a clear sort of outlook on this. Benjamin Netanyahu writes, Romi, Doron, and Emily, an entire nation embraces you with congratulations on your homecoming. This moment was achieved thanks to the sacrifice and fighting of our heroic fighters, the heroes of Israel. I promise we will bring everyone home. Again, this is Romi's friends reacting to her return. Tears of joy, etc. This is Netanyahu here. He's probably filming that for PR purposes. A lot of people in Israel are very sad about this. Among them, Hills Fold, who his brother his brother's killer was released in this hostage deal, or is going to be released. Some of the people that are being released are sick individuals, people that have committed terrible, terrible acts against Israelis, even I think sometimes Americans. These are real terrorists. These are not prisoners. These are not one-time offenders. These are real terrorists that are being released for literal babies, for people like Fear Bibas and Ariel Bibas. And it's definitely looking stark. Now, this deal is not great. However way you want to sort of paint it, there is the idea that possibly the war would continue, or there is a probability that Hamas breaks it somewhere along phase 1 or between phase 1 and phase 2. And the right-wing ministers in Israel almost want to, obviously continue this war to total victory, and probably won't let Netanyahu off so easily, because Netanyahu is basically a fake right. He's like someone that's, I'm part of the right-wing government, but I'm always going to act like a lefty. I'm basically always going to give in and, do the wrong thing. Again, I'm 100% against this deal. I think that, there will be major repercussions from it. But, it's good to see some of these people at least get some recompense for all the suffering that they've endured, finally culminating in the sort of return of their family members. We'll keep you updated here on Jewish Uncensored. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Thank you, and have a good one.